This game here called hip hop.
What up, Mzansi? It's your boy Shawn Brooklyn, and it is Women's Month, and we got the lovely, beautiful MsSupa. Can I call you an OG?
You can call me an OG. Outrageously gracious, outrageously gorgeous, outrageously gifted.
Hey!
So you can call me the OG.
So MsSupa, man, you've been in the game since 2003.
Yeah.
Shoot, not a lot of people know that. Like, these new wave kids be like, who is MsSupa? Can you please tell me who are you?
MsSupa started rapping at the age of 13. And it was back in the days, like, you know, some people weren't even born probably. And then started pushing stuff in Cap City, Pretoria. I was active in Benoni, and then Hype magazine. I think that so they just started out. I think it was like a year that they were in, and they were having their birthday issue, and I was the first female to grace the cover of Hype magazine. So through that, I started performing more. Starting different projects for females. I had a blog and a CD for Ladies of the Mic. It was called Ladies of the Mic. It had people like Yugen Black Rock, who's now gone on to do things like, you've seen, what is it, Black Panther? So she's on Black Panther. We had Jean Grey, which a lot of youngins don't even know about as well, and she's in the States though, but she is a killer on the mic. And also had Miss Tubby, and it was just like a lot of other gifted artists on that compilation. So I was also trying to push that front for females, hip hop, etc. So basically I've just been spitting fire, being part of the culture, trying to push, and yeah.
So like you released the EP called Complete Puzzle in 2005. How was it? Like, how was the recognition?
Yeah, back then hip hop wasn't so big. It was a struggle. I think most of the people that were rapping just for pure heart, and so the reception wasn't as great as it would have been now. I think the big lack that we had back in those days was a lack of internet, social media. We didn't have all these things. We had a Yahoo account, and not everybody had access to a Yahoo account. So for music to reach people was a lot harder. But the people that did, engage with it were happy with it. But what I've also found is that only like years later, when people get access to now going on SoundCloud and so forth, people start appreciating it more. And I think it's still going to do its time, because it was solid work, but it gives you a view or a picture of what hip hop was back in 2003, 2004. I dropped, I think with Complete Puzzle was in 2007 where I dropped. So it gives, I think, for any person that like is even watching this now, go into Spotify, go into iTunes, check it out, Complete Puzzle, MsSupa. But you'll start hearing like different sounds of what hip hop was all about, and it's grungy. And the studios we recorded at were like bedroom. I've got memories of like how we had to make things work. But yeah, it was dope, and I had to do it.
Did you get like radio play during that time?
Radio play, yes. YFM was only YFM. Oh, and Metro FM. Metro FM was big because there's a track called 10111.
Yeah.
And what was that show? Rhyme and Reason with who's this guy, man? And I know him, but it's escaping me now. Rhyme and Reason on Metro. T-Bo Touch.
Yeah.
You know that T-Bo Touch in 2007, that song 10111 was #1 for 7 weeks in a row, which I personally had never seen. And I think for a female, I had not heard of a female song that went on to be #1 for that long.
So which means the royalties are this high.
Nah, dog. That's the problem about also when you're young, you're just pushing music and stuff, Samro. Who cares? It's too much admin. So a lot of admin wasn't done. But at least like the song got, to be heard, and yeah.
If you went like a female rapper, what would you choose?
If I wasn't
like a profession.
Or if I wasn't so just say if you weren't a rapper. So then there's a whole female rapper, femc. I'm okay with being.
What are you, an artist? Can I call you an artist?
I'm an artist. No, I'm okay with being called a female rapper, but like when we are distinguishing. But otherwise, I am just a rapper,
Yeah.
So if I wasn't a rapper, a musician, what would I be doing? I'm actually multifaceted. so I'm also a businesswoman. I've got a company. I do training and learning and development, and it does short-term insurance training. So I'm passionate about people. So clearly, I like standing in front of people and telling them something, whether I teach them, give them a qualification, or just give them something to think about. So if I wasn't that, I'd be finding something else that is just about engaging people, which I am also doing. So it just works.
Right. So I'm looking at the game way back and right now. Do you think like way back you guys were undermined as being a female MC or rapper?
I think females in general, whether it's corporate, whether it's in life, a lot more is expected of us. So I think females will generally be always undermined until something changes, until younger generation are shifted with this whole toxic masculinity and what males versus females are supposed to do. I think that's when we'll see a change, because even now I'm sure there's a lot of girls that are in the game right now that like have issues, and you're like, come on bruh, are we still on this conversation? So even back then to now, it's like in corporate, it's like I can't even, this question is actually like, it's like that in life. It's so much more is expected of us. I go into an office, I go into get an interview, and I sort of like, I'm potentially going to get the job. I stand up and they say I'm pregnant. Already like now, we can't hire her. So that like, a female rapper as well, you go on stage and you're going to try and rock the mic with a big belly. Are you serious? Are people going to take you seriously? So I think now is the time to like shift mindset, to say, yes, I'm a woman, yes, I'm a mom, yes, I'm a wife, yes, I'm whatever, but I can still rock it.
I see Cardi B performing on the stage.
You see, it's changing, but it's taking a long time to do that.
I saw like a track, you had a track with the late WHP, and you guys got nominated at the Summers.
Yeah, the album was nominated.
But why? Like people don't even know MsSupa. Aren't you not surprised about that?
Half of me is not fully surprised, because I've also been on my own journey, and so my journey will be like, fuck hip hop. Can I swear?
Yeah, you can swear.
I'll be like, fuck hip hop. Then I'd like just go focus on like my corporate life and just try to build my wealth, and then something else comes back, and it always comes back to bite me, like get back. So I'm not fully surprised, because I can't expect a song or jabber to make like people to recognize me. It will happen at its own time. It's going to be organic. So I think that timing is like, I can only leave that to like the universe. But yeah, it's good that people know me now. Hello.
So I seen you at the Castle Light day 2.
Yeah.
At the panel. What were you guys speaking about on that panel?
It was a hip hopper story sort of collaboration.
I was there, by the way.
Were you
I was there for Young MIN.
Oh yes.
I was
the concert last year.
Yeah, last year I was there. Yeah.
So this time around, so you're talking about last year's concert?
I'm talking about this one.
This one.
Yeah,
so this one was just also tackling those issues of females versus males. What are the struggles? So it's just a constant fight. That's why like this whole male versus female thing will just never stop, and it won't just necessarily be hip hop only. It's gonna be life in general.
Okay. So you like an independent. You under yourself. Right?
Yeah.
And I see you got major features by Btown, Black
My boy.
How did you get that?
Black Lace, man. Black Lace is day one. Like back in Cap City, Rap City. Like, you know, from when before I even dropped Complete Puzzle. Like Black Lace, Bras, Pressure Point, The Invades, this P.O. P.O. actually made him later, I must be honest. Like, but those like Liz and Boraz and Invade were like my boys back then. Like that's who I used to rap with, because I was a one.
You from Cap City?
I studied in Cap City, so I went to stay there. So when I got there, that's when like I, you know, got more actively involved. So those guys are like my boys. Like they I can't even. The day I have to like, oh my gosh, let me beg Black Liz, or if he like, he's my boy, like he's my boy. So it was easier to get a feature with him. P. Dot, I was working with Nyams, so Nyams was like, dog, you have to hear this guy, and I hadn't heard of him. And then we worked together on that joint, and there's just so many links of P. Dot in my life, and all I have to say is papoose, haha. Anyways, but everybody else will get it, right?
I get it.
So, so those are like it's family, like, and I appreciate that I've got their backing, their love, and like for me, it's like my home, in a way.
So you're currently promoting your new single called 5.
Yeah.
Please tell us more about that.
Vibe, you know what? So like, if you listen to my stuff, if you listen to Complete Puzzle, if you listen to Her Story in the Making, that was before Hip Hop Her Story. So that was my thing.
That was your own concept.
You know,
to pay for that.
No, but I'm sure somebody had the similar concept. But all those ones, you hear that I'm very hard. I'm very like bar for bar, or either I'm talking about very serious topics. And at some point in my life, I was like, you know, I want a song of mine that I can jam to, and I want a song that I can vibe to. And like, if we're going out, I can be like, yo, put this on, and the car doesn't say, come on, dog, like this is, you know, too heavy for 12 o'clock or at night or whatever. So this was me having fun, like kicking back, like don't try to like make it intricate, don't try to just rap, just have fun on a jam. So that was, Vibe is just about having a good time. Vibing.
Please give me like your top 5 females. Top females in the game, like right now or way back.
Okay, okay, cool. Top 5. Okay, number 1.
International or local?
Number 1, Foxy Brown. That's my queen. That's the reason I started rapping. And then Jean Grey. Jean Grey is, I don't know, you kids. Okay, so people that are younger than myself, you must just check out Abdullah Ibrahim. He's got a daughter. They moved to New York City. So she stays in New York. She's worked with a lot of like prominent artists, but she is also like, guys, like she can out rap any guy, I believe. And it's the whole female thing, because like people like I don't know, like why can't she just, but she's actually doing very well. She's traveling, she tours like all around, but because she's not gonna twerk and on a video and stuff, maybe, you know, then mainstream won't buy into it. So Jean Grey, and then who else? This is tough, eh? She's probably gonna ask me this because now I'm a stink. And then
no Rhapsody.
I know Rhapsody. I love Rhapsody. Like I think I'm trying to think of my people from back then, because Rhapsody's, you know, sort of a current now generation, but not really, because
you guys, I think we probably like the same age.
We are the same age, yeah. We probably are around the same age. But she's killer. But I'm just talking of, there's a lot, so. Okay, now if I have to give you my list, then there's somebody called Cuban Black Rock. Black Rock is dope. She is like, you know, she raps about things where you're like, you have to listen, but the concepts in the videos, and it just works out. So she's South African. And then I'll give props, because there's a lot of like the current female landscape. There's a lot of females that I like appreciate, and just like the tenacity. Like I look at what Nadia has done when she's dropped her album now. Like Nadia has been fighting like since about 2010 or whatever, and then people don't take her seriously, oh this or that, and then she stays in the game. She gets like endorsement deals that half of the niggas have never or will never dream about getting, and then she drops like a hot single, boss. Then she drops like a total full package album, and it's killer. And then she's still, so for me, in terms of like the story behind Nadia is like, wow, I stand any day, and she's like pushing through those boundaries. There's a lot of rappers you guys don't know, like this Cuba's dope, but she's not rapping anymore, but she like was killer. I must think about my list properly to say my ultimate top 5. I'm a stand for every female. Like if you ask me about any female MC, I'll be like, oh, I love them because of this, I love them because of this. But in terms of personally, I can't do, oh my gosh, I'll die. Then there's Lauryn Hill, like just missing.
Lauryn Hill is like the queen.
So you see, that's why I'm like, I need to actually sit and like, okay, let's look back. Lauryn Hill's dope. MC Light, like I mean, also killed it. So maybe I should have top 5 of the OGs, top 5 of and then. So I'll do one day. I'll come back.
What about Queen Latifah? Like
Queen Latifah. You see, guys, there's a lot. There is a lot.
Man.
There's a
girl that I also know, man. I forgot her name. Take me one song. 5 o'clock in the morning, where you gonna be? Outside in the corner. You better get yourself. That's a jam. Hey, who's that girl?
Nonchalant. I think Nonchalant probably dropped like he probably dropped, I don't know, one project. There was also Lady of Rage. So don't tell me. Lady of Rage. Then there is okay, there's another chick called Lady Luck. She's from States. Like sort of signed to Def Jam, dropped by Def Jam. But she's also killer. There is the Brad. You know, she's dope. Like, but
she's like street.
But it's, you know, there's top, and then there's another. If I'm talking about Lady of Rage, then there's somebody else, man, and she's part of Busta Rhymes' crew. Well, I'm asking the wrong people. I'm playing 30 seconds with the Rod Digger. Like, have you heard Rod Digger?
No, I've never heard Rod Digger.
You haven't heard of Rod Digger?
Rod Digger. Maybe if I can hear the music, but
I feel like I need to school people.
You need to, eh? You need to.
Sure. But okay, so yeah, there's just a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And I think that's why people ask like, yo, there's so few female rappers. I'm like, dude, where do you hang out?
There's a lot of female rappers.
Sure.
And the problem is they can't dominate because you know how it is, like times. And the males are like, oof, on our case.
It's tough. Then if you're too pretty, then it's like, oh no, then you got it because you did XYZ. Or now you go with a homie and you want to like record a jam and then the guy's like, hey babe, you're like, no, can't we just rap, man?
What do you think about Rouge?
Rouge is dope, Spitfire, like she's a Spitfire. That word I use very sparingly because I don't use it on a lot of people, but she's a Spitfire, she goes hard.
Shout out to Rouge.
Mad respect, no shout out. Mad respect.
Okay, tell me, MsSupa, like, when can we like hear a new album or anything from you?
I'm going to be dropping very soon. It's by September I would have dropped this next heat of a single that I have. It's called Btown.
So album,
I'm working on an EP. I want an EP first because album, I think album, I really want to have access to everything that I want and I can't just do haphazardly get a beat from this person and then make it work.
So you've never released the album?
It was a semi-album, Her Story in the Making. It was sort of, but there was a lot of things that were happening in my life, like that I ended up at some point saying, you know what, stuff it, I'm gonna give it out for free. I just didn't have the energy, there was too much. So that would have been my album, but it wasn't my album. So now I need my album.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So if people want to get to know who is MsSupa, like on social media, where can you get you?
You can get at me at MsSupa, so it's MsSupa. That is on Twitter, that is on Instagram. I think my Facebook page is also that, MsSupa. It's MsSupa, or just Google it and then
still use Facebook.
Everybody uses it. You know the most love you get is on Facebook. Like the day ones are like, it's crazy. So you guys don't use Facebook?
I do. That's where I get the most likes though.
Because you still got your family members there?
Nah, no family members. I can't do no family. I don't even have my sister. I had to. Like I'm feeling, that's how deep it is.
Wow, okay.
But thank you for coming through, man. You can catch me on www.coppola.co.za, playing nothing but the best SA hip-hop and international hip-hop. Subscribe on our YouTube channel, SA Hip Hop Daily, and you can get me on Instagram at Shawn_Brooklyn 777. That's the godly number, and also on Twitter and on Facebook. It's a wrap, and that was your boy Shawn Brooklyn. I had the lovely MsSupa. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, like my cheeks are red, eh? Yes, yo!
Oh boy! This is why we can never work. This is why female rappers never make it, because guys trying to hit on them while they work.
Thank you so much for coming through. Can I have a hug?
Yeah, you can have a hug. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Trying to compose myself.
I got that one right then, yeah.
That's MsSupa's eyes.
MsSupa. MsSupa.
Nothing but the best is
Take it from the top again.
The show will be called bloopers.
Alright, just do it again, yeah.
Okay.
It's a rap.
Look at me.
Oh, my eyes. Okay, sorry. I got very big eyes there. Yeah.
Lovely eyes, eh? So tell me, man, where, I lost my words.
You don't know Rod Digger?
The thing is, I probably know her songs, but not the
And
name.
then if like,
man.
oh dude.
Like, I like old school hip hop.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But
Nah, you proceed.
I like Method Man, Red Man. Those are my.
See, you know the men, not the women. See, this is what we fight in.
Okay.